Cool. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's keep the momentum going. Any more support tonight, greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance to anyone who does. You guys have been awesome tonight with support, so no complaints from me. As we continue to climb to master. Oh, and the next segment of the show will be shout-outs for those who've contributed. I would like to remind everyone the ways that you can support my content. If you like this show, if you like my gameplay, if you like my React stuff, if you like anything, please support my streams. I'm a person who does not go out of his way to get sponsorships, partnerships, paid product placements. I don't get paid to specifically play any particular game, which is why all of a sudden you don't see me playing an indie game no one ever heard of to make a buck. This is also why I don't run exorbitant amounts of ads on my content. When I stream, I maybe take one ad break, maybe two tops, but it's very rare, all right? For me, it's about the content. I put out meaningful, honest content for you, and you reciprocate by supporting my content. How can you do that? Well, you can like the stream, and you can leave comments. You could watch this video on demand, like the video, and leave comments. All that is called engagement. Engagement puts my channel into the YouTube algorithm, and it allows more people to find this content on YouTube, so please do that for me, okay? Then, if you'd like to go above and beyond, there are many ways you can support the content. You can do a super chat. You can do a super sticker. These are ways you can contribute live during a stream. You'll get a little bit of a shout out in the chat, and I will actually shout you out as well during the live stream. You can do a super thanks on an on-demand video, and that's a way to actually put a nice promo message there, you know, big colorful message on the video, and it helps out, and I will actually like your comment and sometimes respond to it if I can. You could become a member of the channel or give some memberships to your fellow viewers. Today, this would be a great opportunity because I'm playing so many new games in the next month, including Starfield, Armored Core 6, Lies of P, Mortal Kombat 1, just to name a few. And people would absolutely love to have access to my emotes, to not have to abide by slow mode rules of chat, to have a cool chat crown badge by their name, among many other perks that you get being a member. So please consider becoming a member or gifting a membership to the channel today. Your fellow viewer would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you want to do a direct contribution to the stream, you can tip me. Tipping is a great way to contribute because it goes right through PayPal. It's instant. I can use that money for something very important like paying a bill or buying a game. And I get more of a cut of tips than anything else, just being honest. Everything else is great. It helps, but there's middlemen that take cuts. With PayPal, very little gets taken away. I get the majority of it, okay? So again, thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way to my content. I really appreciate those who go above and beyond to support it. Speaking of which, let's shout out those people right now. That's what I got for shout outs so far. Guys, it would be great. You can support my streams today. Yesterday was outstanding. It would be great to keep that momentum going with Starfield today. So please support the streams if you can. Hold on one second. I'm just going to put these papers over here. Then we're going to open it up to a little bit of Q&A. Okay? I got to put my newsroom reports back over on my desk. So now we're up to 539. My goal is 545 by the end of this stream. It sure would be great if we could hit 545 members. If you're thinking of supporting the stream, gifting some memberships is a great way to do that today. Okay? Outside of that, excuse me. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for chilling with me. I hope that you guys are enjoying. My hair's going crazy today. It won't stay in its place. 1 hour left. It would be great if you could support the stream in some way, whether as simple as giving it a like or a super chat perhaps, maybe a membership or gifted membership or tip. Tips are doing decently today. It would be great. Maybe we hit that tier 1 tips or tier 2 tips goal and you get a hat for the last hour of the stream. That would be nice. Outside of that, maybe some memberships for other chatters. We're gonna have a lot of people here this month watching the new releases, so I'm sure chatters would appreciate a gifted membership for the community. Okay? And now we're getting back up there, which is excellent. So thank you very much for that. Yes, any contributions tonight greatly appreciated of any kind, whether it's a super chat or a tip or whatever it is, a membership. Thank you so much, guys. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting my content and my streams here. All right, so guys, please tonight support the stream if you can. A few shout outs already. We've got, what's going on? Are you guys enjoying? No one's tagging me in the chat and talking, so I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, please give it a like. We have over 200 people on the stream. It would be great to get 100 likes tonight. And outside of that, anything else, any kind of support is appreciated. But I like talking with you guys when I play. No one's chatting. So what's going on, man? Thanks for being a great audience. Thank you for chilling. And I hope that you guys will continue to enjoy. Please support the stream in some way, whether it's as simple as liking the stream. That helps a lot for engagement. Outside of that, anything, a super chat, a membership, gifted membership, or tip would all be greatly appreciated tonight. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Life, I've already told you guys that's why I knew how annoying it is over on that channel. If you guys can support the streams over there or become a member over there, that's really how that channel becomes viable. This channel, admittedly, I'm lucky. Well, guys, remember, tonight, if you are enjoying the chill vibes and ongoing playthrough of Starfield, if you could support the stream in some way tonight, that'd be great. Whether it's liking the stream or contributing in some way, whether that be like a super chat or a membership or a gifted membership or a tip or anything would be nice. We're going to see what's on the Luna space station, I guess. I'm just splitting apart here. Guys, you've been a great audience so far tonight. If you could support the stream in some way, I'd appreciate it. Whether it be a like, we're trying to hit 100, we're at 74. Whether it be a super chat, or maybe a membership, or a gifted membership, or tip. Anything would be appreciated. It sure would be great if we could at least hit the tier 1 tips goal tonight. And if we could maybe hit that members goal that I had for the day, that would be really helpful. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports the stream. Let's continue. So, okay. So here's the deal. I am an independent streamer. I do not have sponsorships, partnerships. I don't show products. I don't have paid product placements on my streams. And I barely even run ads in my content. Okay? The reason being is because for 15 years, I've strived to be truly independent, truly honest, and transparent with all of you. I don't want you to think that when you come to DSP Gaming that you're getting some kind of an advertisement, that I'm purposely pushing something down your throat to make money. That's never what I've been about. All right? It's completely against my philosophy, and that's why all my contemporaries either got big or quit. Well, I'm still here at the same level because I never really decided to change to take advantage of all these revenue streams that everyone else has, okay? I don't want to. I don't want to be like that. So because of that, I'm at the level I'm at, all right? And I'm okay with that. I'm happy being a small-time guy. I'm happy making curated content for an audience that specifically likes content that's real and transparent and not full of bullshit to push a product down your throat for the sake of making a buck, okay? So that being said, I make my living on the fact that you guys like that content and support it. So please consider supporting said content, all right? How can you do that? Well, first of all, the easiest way is engagement. Liking the streams and liking the videos you watch, leaving comments on videos after the fact, which helps a ton, or just talking with me on the streams and engaging. That stuff helps a ton. It really does. You don't understand that that engagement has more people find your content on YouTube. So please consider doing that if you're already watching the content, all right? Now, if you'd like to go above and beyond, you know, the way that I really make a living, there's all these ways you can contribute during a live stream, including a super chat or a super sticker, a membership or a gifted membership to help out the community. This month particularly, the community would absolutely love gifted memberships because all the new games. Right now, we're in the midst of Starfield and Armored Core. We've got Lies of P and Mortal Kombat 1 coming out later this month, and I know people would absolutely love to have access to all my emotes and all those benefits during those playthroughs. So, great time if you wanted to help out the community. Gifting a membership would be great. Or, tipping me is a stupendous way to help. All you do is you send a contribution directly to my PayPal, you know, via the tips link, or you can find it in the description of this video too. I get it right away. There's less of a fee taken out of that than any other contribution method. And I can use it for very important things like all these games coming up that I need to buy, the cost of doing business, all this stuff, right? So thank you in advance to anyone who contributes to my streams. You guys are awesome. You're the reason I still get to do what I love for a living after 15 years, despite the fact I never sold out to get ahead like so many other YouTubers have. The fact that I don't have any of those product placements when the vast majority of YouTubers do says something, right? Okay. So all that being said, any further support would be greatly appreciated. We're literally 4 likes away from today's goal of 100 likes. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, tips, all appreciated. We already hit our tier 1 tips goal. It would be great if maybe we could hit tier 2, which we haven't done in a little bit. But outside of that, anything appreciated. Thank you guys in advance for any kind of support. Let's go. Final hour, everyone. Thanks for chilling. And anyone who would like to support the stream by any means, thank you in advance. Anything appreciated. Would be great maybe to hit the tips goal or maybe get a gifted membership. We didn't get any new members today. So that would be very helpful. If you enjoy the content, please support it in some way. My philosophy is this: if I'm putting out meaningful, fun, and entertaining content for you, you'll hopefully go above and beyond to support said content to keep it as shill-free as possible. Fair enough? So that being said, here's the ways you can support the stream. Liking the streams for engagement. Leaving comments on videos for engagement. Liking a video for engagement. Okay? A super chat or a super sticker during a live stream. A super thanks on a video you're enjoying after the fact watching on demand. Becoming a channel member, which is huge. You get so many cool benefits, including a chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, ignoring all the slow mode rules of the chat and being able to talk as much as you want, access to a ridiculous amount of emotes here on the channel. In addition, priority to many different special events coming up. You know, we're going to have all these seasonal events like a Halloween marathon, an Adpocalypse Black Friday marathon, a Christmas event, and you will have priority to be a part of those events, nominate things, and have a good time with all of us here live. It's going to be a great thing if you're a member. So, if you're already a member, perhaps you'd like to gift some memberships to the community. There's tons of people here who would absolutely enjoy having a membership, particularly over the course of this next coming month, because that would allow them to have access to all those fun features when I'm playing all the high priority big new releases. So, either consider becoming a member if you're not one, or possibly consider gifting memberships to the community. All right? Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Now, also, a tip is a great way to contribute, and here's why. Sending a contribution to my PayPal directly, number one, I get it immediately. It can be used for a bill. It can be used for food. It can be used to buy the upgrade of Mortal Kombat. It could be used for anything. And that's the cool thing, to have that freedom with those funds. Other contribution methods have like a delay before I see anything. Tips I get right away. Number two, I actually get a bigger portion of tips than I do of other contribution methods. Particularly, it's not a huge deal. I say, hey, contribute however you'd like. I appreciate all of that. But since tips are immediate help, I do have reward tiers for tips, like Gunner glasses at $50. You choose a silly hat for me to wear if we raise $100 during any particular stream, and a vest if we raise $150. So please consider contributing in one of those ways during the course of today's stream. Thank you in advance. You know, it was great to maybe hit it on a couple different fronts. Some super chats, some memberships, some tips is always good, a good mix, right? Thanks to anyone who contributes in any way. I really appreciate it. Thanks in advance. Favorited it, and I responded to it. Whenever I get a super thanks on a video, first of all, I wonder how many people even know what that is. A super thanks is when you're watching an on-demand video on a YouTube channel, and that channel is enabled in the YouTube Partner Program, and you want to basically contribute to that channel, but you're not live on a stream, you can do a super thanks on the video. So it means you basically get a big highlighted message on the video where you could contribute. So in this case, I think it was like a $2 super thanks, and he wanted to say, you know, good job or whatever. And so I thanked him. I favorited it, I thumbed it up, and I responded and said thank you. And I do that on all super thanks that I get on videos. I very rarely get any. I mean, I'll get like once a month. Seriously, like once a month I'll get a super thanks, if that. So, but when I notice it, I always am grateful and I give a shout out for it. All right, 99.9999% of my contributions come in on streams. It's very rare that I would get a super thanks on a video. If you're someone who watches all my content on demand, you can do that. If you just love this podcast and this is all you watch, you can leave a super thanks on this video as a way of saying thanks, and it helps. I'm telling you, if people use this more often, it would help a lot. It's just that no one talks about it, no one promotes it, no one even knows it exists, but it's a great way to support a content creator. A gift membership, or a tip. Right now we're at $59 in tips, with the goal hopefully being 100, that we can have a silly hat for the rest of the stream. So if we hit 100 bucks, you guys get to vote on a hat. It would be great if we could hit that today. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports the stream. Okay, let's continue. For everyone watching live, thank you. Thanks for the support today. Last hour of gameplay if you'd like to support further. Let's see what this is. Is she with me? She is. Anyway, so guys, tonight, if you could support the stream in any way, please do. Whether it's a simple like for engagement, whether perhaps it's a gifted membership, as we've mentioned, a super chat or a super sticker or a tip, anything would be great. We almost hit the tier 2 tips goal on the Starfield stream earlier today. We were $12 away. I was like, dude, would have been so cool to have a hat for it. But outside of that, you know, it was pretty slow outside of that. So anything tonight, greatly appreciated. If you'd like to support in any way, going above and beyond, thank you in advance. And of course, I will shout you out. These are very interactive streams where we have a lot of time to talk because of the nature of the old school JRPGs. Ooh. Okay. Guys, please support the stream. Anything is appreciated. Likes, super chats, memberships, tips. Please support it. We have 2 more hours left, okay? Thank you. Please support in some way. Number 2, just want to remind everyone, if you're enjoying tonight's stream, please support it in some way. Easy way to support is by liking the stream. We're at 52 likes. I like 100 per stream for engagement purposes. It would be great if we get 100 tonight. Outside of that, anything is appreciated. Currently, we have 0 super chats. So a super chat tonight would be nice. 2 new members, thank you. It'd be great to get some more. My goal for today was 550. We're only at 542, so we didn't make much progress there. Tips-wise, we're at 17 bucks. Obviously, it'd be great if we could hit the tier 1 tips goal for today of $50. Any of that would be greatly appreciated, okay? Thank you. Let me stand up and stretch now. Excuse me, princess. Jay, no, it's excuse me, princess. Again, guys, thank you to anyone who supported. So far, we got few super chats, we got 1 new member, and we got 40 bucks in tips. Now, guys, it would be great if we could hit the $50 tips goal. All right, we don't, I hate to say it, we just don't hit the big tips goals anymore. It's very rare if we even hit a tier 2 tips goal, right? But hopefully what I hope to do is between the both streams that I do in a day to try to hit like the tier 1 tips goal at least once out of the 2, and hopefully maybe between the 2 hit like a tier 2 if you add them together. It's been rough these last couple of weeks. I don't know what's going on. Because it actually was quite good over the summer, and then all of a sudden it kind of slowed down. So if you like the content, if you could support it in some way, again, liking the stream, super chat, membership, tip, all appreciated. Let me just stretch my legs here. Ooh. Oh. Ouch. All right. So favor to ask everyone tonight, please support the stream. All right. This week in particular, we had some really great days and some really slow days. They're kind of evening out. I really would appreciate a strong finish tonight. We didn't even hit the tier 1 tips goal on the earlier stream. So any kind of contribution would be greatly appreciated tonight. A tip, a super chat, a membership. I will shout them out between the matches when I get the chance. All right? Please support Street Fighter, especially now you've been asking for other characters besides Blanca and Honda, and I'm giving you one. Although I'm probably going to lose a lot tonight. We'll see. Thanks for chilling with me tonight. If you enjoy the gameplay, if you could support the stream, that'd be great. It would help for this is my final stream of the week, so it would be great to have a good solid final stream. Please do if you can. It's been a slower week, especially for tips. It would be great to get some final last minute support if you could. If you enjoy the content, please do, and thank you. Anyway, good stuff coming up this week. Before we get to the week schedule, and before we get to everything, let's cover a couple quick things. Number 1, all right, I talked about something on the Daily Wrap the other night. I felt like I wanted to be transparent with all of you, but not all of you watch the Daily Wrap, so I'm very briefly going to cover it right now. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be talking about every day or harping on, all right? Last week, there was a distinct dip in support when it came to tips. In reality, when it came to like memberships and super chats and everything, things were great last week, and I was very happy about that. But tips, for some odd reason, really declined last week on my live streams. Now, for those who don't know, and I couldn't imagine how you don't, I'm not someone who has paid product placements. I'm not someone who has these partnerships. I don't get paid to play particular games. I don't take those kind of opportunities. I just make content for you. You like it. You support it through crowdfunding. That's how I make my living. And definitely there's ups and downs to that, okay? But now we're in the fall gaming season. The biggest games of the year are starting to come out, and this is the time of year when typically I got to spend a lot more money on a lot of games and things that are coming out. My expenses shoot up. But also, kind of in tandem with that, I also usually see an increase in support. I would say the support did come, but it came in methods where I won't see any help from that in like a month and a half, okay? Just for those who don't know, super chats, you know, memberships and things like that help a ton. They're long-term support for this channel that absolutely is needed, and I'm very, very grateful for it. Thank you. I mean, I got a lot of gifted memberships. We're over 560 now, which is excellent. You know, at one point we were struggling just to keep it above 500, so thank you for that. But tips are really important because tips are essentially my liquidity. When you tip me on a stream, that's something I get right away. That's something I can use to pay a bill, to go grocery shopping, to have a nice dinner with my wife, which we did yesterday for her birthday, to buy the new games coming out, okay? So what happened was last week I saw a distinct dip in tips, and I don't know why that was. There didn't seem to be particularly any reason. You know, the launch day of Starfield, things were great, And then after that, it was like every single stream, we weren't even hitting a tier 1 tips goal of $50 like ever. So because of that, I was looking at the end of the week, I was like, oh my God, like I didn't expect it to be this tight, but it was, okay? And it's okay, it's not the end of the world. All I'm trying to do is spread awareness. If you were thinking of supporting my streams this week, a great way of supporting my streams this week would be tipping me, okay? That would help a lot. You know, long-term support's been great, and I obviously am grateful for that. And anyone, please, if you're going to super chat or do a membership or gifted membership, please, by all means. I'm not looking to give towards an amount. I'm just saying I definitely saw a distinct dip. It wasn't one stream or two streams. It was like all the streams last week except for the one premiere stream of Starfield had a distinct dip in support of tips. And I was like, that's concerning when you see a pattern. Not when it's just a one-off thing or a couple things, but a pattern. You know, I'm not in a situation like these other big content creators where I can be in like a rut for weeks and weeks. It'll start to hurt, okay? Thankfully, it's not like it was years ago. Years ago, there were situations where I was so financially distraught, I had to have crazy marathons to try to pay bills and stuff. It's not like that anymore. I want you guys to understand that, and I've tried to make that very clear to you this year. Things are much better this year than they have been in a while, thanks to you. Okay, this is not, you know, me being, oh my God, completely financially distraught. But obviously, when you see an alarming pattern like what happened last week, I want to call it out and let's let everyone know, awareness, here's what's going on. I'm not asking for anything above and beyond what you normally would do to support. I'm just saying if you have an option, you want to choose, gee, how should I support? Tips would help a lot right now. Tips would be stupendous for me to afford all the stuff. Particularly, I've got to get Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition in the next week, and that's $100. Okay, actually, isn't it $100 plus tax, right? So actually, it's like $120, all right? Plus other, you know, other things that will be coming up very shortly that are going to cost money. So thank you in advance to anyone who does it and helps out. I really, really appreciate that. And thanks to those who don't take it the wrong way. Because whenever I try to be matter-of-fact transparent with my audience about things like this, there's morons who say, you see, he's e-begging and he's doing all these horrible things. Did you hear me once e-beg right now? I'm just explaining the situation and saying, if you could help in that way, please do. Not telling anyone, hey, open your bank accounts, rip open your wallets and purses and dump them on a table in front of me. That's not what I said. I'm spreading awareness of, yeah, it would help to have a little bit more in the tips department right now because of the way that this business runs, and I'm a small-time guy. I'm not some giant guy with huge ad revenue and huge views or whatever. I am reliant on my audience, all right? So thank you to those who understand, and don't try to spin it into some kind of bullshit the sky is falling story that it's not, because that's not what I'm intending, all right? So now that that's out of the way, now I can move on to positive things. I just wanted to get it out of the way, and now we can focus on all the good stuff. Okay? Now, another reminder. Guys, today, the best way to support me would absolutely be tipping. As I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, for some weird reason, last week tips actually really slowed down to a crawl. I barely was even hitting any tips goals at all over the course of the week. And I don't want this to be a pattern that hurts. So if you were thinking of contributing today and you had a choice, if you could tip me, that would be great. If I could hit like one tips goal. Here's my goals for the week. Because what I should start doing is outlining goals for the week. Okay? Here are my two major goals for this week. Goal number one, I'd like to hit 600 members by the end of the week. We're just starting. We got 6 days of streaming. If by the end of this week I could hit 600 members, that would be an accomplishment I'd be proud of and say thank you all. All right? The other accomplishment, to at least hit one tips goal a day. Every day I'm dual streaming this week, okay? So as long as I'm hitting that tier 1 tips goal at least once a week or once a day, that's great, all right? I'm not expecting it every stream or anything like that, but at least if I could hit it once a day, that would be stupendous. And then I would be like, you know what? Things are going decent. Things are going good, all right? So those are my goals for the week. 600 members by the end of the streaming week and hit at least one tier 1 tips goal per day of 2 streams a day. Fair enough? And I'll be bringing, that should be the goal. I should have concrete goals. And I think maybe not having concrete goals has hurt me. Should say, these are the goals we're actually working toward. This is what we're trying to do. Can we do it? Right? So I think we should start doing that a little bit more rather than everything being ambiguous. Right? So we'll see what happens. All right. But thank you. Hopefully we'll get a good, kind of rejuvenation and get back on track this week. Like I said, last week, memberships were great. We went from like low 500s all the way up to 560 members. Zero complaints there. You know, super chats were actually high last week. We had a few really large super chats that help out a lot. But again, It's the tips that concern me when I have a lot of stuff I need to buy in the next few weeks. So, okay? All right, guys. What would you guys like to talk about? We have a few... Excuse me. So, if you could support in some way, I would really appreciate that. In particular, right now, tips would be greatly preferred. Last week, tips were very slow. Like I said, my goal for this week is to try to hit the tier 1 tips goal once a day. It doesn't have to be both streams, but if I can hit it on one of the 2 streams a day, that would be great. So please consider tipping today if you wanted to help out in any way. That would be the way to do it the most. I'm not saying anything else isn't appreciated. It absolutely is, but that would help out more right now, okay? Thank you so very much, guys. If you like the stream today, if you're enjoying unrecorded, please support it with tips if you can. All right, let's try 8 O'Keefe. Also, thanks so far for the support on the stream. Anything would be appreciated. Right now, we're at 70 likes. Hitting 100 likes today, that would be great. Super chats, we have like 1. Super chats would be great. Memberships, we have some re-upping of memberships, but 0 new ones. Those would be great. Particularly, like I told you guys, my goal for this week is number 1, to hit 600 members by the end of the week. And number 2, to hit at least a tier 1 tips goal every day. One of my streams. Right now, we're at $37 in tips. We're very close. So if you could tip today to support the stream, that would be tremendous. And thank you to anyone who has supported in any way, or if you're thinking of tipping, thank you in advance. Let me stretch my legs here. Okay. Ooh. For your support of the stream today. Any further support would be greatly appreciated. Particularly, again, if we could hit that tier 2 tips goal by the end of the stream, would be tremendous and help a lot. Thank you. I'll be right back. Anyway, so last half hour, guys, we're going to head into this mission. Last chance if you'd like to support the stream in any way. We're 10 likes away from hitting our likes goal for the stream. Outside of that, anything would be appreciated. A super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or tip. My goal this week is 600 members by the end of the week, or to try to hit the tier 1 tips goal at least once a day. We've done that today. Thank you for that. It would be great if we can hit the tier 2 tips goal. You'll be able to see a silly hat for the rest of the stream. If anyone was considering contributing, please do it soon so I have time to toss on a hat. Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone, all these gifted memberships, obviously. Thanks for the few super chats. Thanks for the few tips. Again, guys, please, if you're going to support tonight's stream, please tip me. I am trying to, hopefully, get back on track with that. It has been a slow week for tips. Everything else has been great. I mean, you guys have been amazing with everything else, but for some reason, you know, last week, I should say, tips were slow, and I'm hoping to come back from that. In fact, I just got a tip, so thank you very much. A $10 tip to hit 600 members by the end of the week. Right now, we're at a good start. Please consider becoming a member or getting some memberships this week, okay? The other goal is that once a day, on one of my 2 streams, because I stream twice a day, I hit a tier 1 tips goal. That at least I hit a tier 1 tips goal for the day. That would be good, and that would help out. I need that. Like being honest here. Unless we have a day that's exorbitantly good, I really need that level of support. That's why I have the goals in place. And last week, we barely, I think one day after the premiere of Starfield, we hit like 2 goals. We hit like a tier 2. Outside of that, we weren't even hitting the tier 1 goal last week. Yesterday, we came back from that. Not only did we get a bunch of members and super chats, but we actually hit the tier 1 goal both streams. So thank you so much for that support, all right? If we can keep that going this week, that would be tremendous, especially because I have to drop over $100 by the end of the week to buy Mortal Kombat 1 so we can play it on Friday and start the story mode. So please consider contributing in some way. As you know, I'm a crowdfunded individual. There's no sponsorships, no partnerships. I don't get paid to play specific games, and the ad revenue ain't great on YouTube. It's all about the support during these streams. That helps me out. So please consider contributing to the streams in some way, particularly trying to hit that membership goal or tipping so we can hit the tier 1 tips goal during the stream. Either one would be tremendous, and thank you in advance for supporting my content. So that's tonight. I hope you guys will everyone who's a fan of classic JRPG stuff, please come by tonight and chill and support if you can. All right? Now, tomorrow, Sunday, today, the goal for members has already been hit for the day. You know, it's 600 by the end of the week, so any more would help a lot. But today, the real goal here is this. I want to hit tier 1 tips goal. If we can hit the tier 1 tips goal on today's stream, that would help a ton. I mean, if we get any more than that, great. But the goal is to hit the tier 1 tips goal at least once a day. Please consider tipping today if you want to help out and support the streams. That's the best way to do it right now, okay? Thank you. Okay. Guys, you know the deal tonight. If you like the content, please support it in any way. Whether it's simply a like, a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, a tip, they are all greatly appreciated. If you can support the stream in any way, please do. And thank you in advance to those who like the chill JRPG fun that we've had over the last month and a half. We are heading into the end of it now. So, well, I would appreciate it if you've liked the React content over the course of this year, if you could support it. What that means is this stream I'm doing right now, that's going to lead into the React stream, please support this stream. This stream once a week is the only real income I'm getting towards that channel. So if you watch the React content, if you support it with memberships, gifted memberships, or maybe a super chat during it, or you send a tip during it, that will help. Any contributions I get right now, like tips, carry over to the React stream, okay? So please consider supporting the React content today, since that's what we're doing, okay? Hey, I'll reiterate. Supporting the React stream is very important. I don't make money on the videos over there. It's these streams and memberships that support that channel and make it viable. Please support today's React stream, whether it's a super chat, a membership, or a tip. Everything helps a lot on a React stream, okay? So let's end this show. Let's head over there, get set up, get it rolling, and 3 hours of reacting, okay? As you guys can see, our members have declined. You did, Orcs or Dorks? It's weird because it showed it first, and I hit refresh and disappeared. Well, thank you for re-upping your membership, Orcs or Dorks. We have lost members. We had over 150. We are down to 115. So it would be great if today you would consider supporting the React channel by becoming a member, or perhaps gifting some memberships to the community. The more members that we have, the better the show is, because that means more people can nominate, and then we get bigger variety in the nominations. You see? That's how it works. So thank you to anyone who is currently a member, or anyone considering becoming a member, or possibly gifting memberships. We are up to 41 bucks in tips. We are a mere $9 away from the tier 1 goal. Remember, guys, my goal for this week is to try to hit the tier 1 tips goal, okay, at least once a day, every single day. We did it yesterday. Can we do it again today? $9 away from hitting that goal. All right, I would really appreciate it if you could support the stream in some way, and that would be a great way to do it, would be a tip to have us hit that tier 1 tips goal. Now remember, if you want to see, or if you want to be part of the nominations process to get your clip watched next week, if you become an ultra member, we're guaranteed to watch your clip. If you become a standard member, then it goes into a randomized playlist, of which YouTube chooses the order, essentially, okay? So that's one of the other better ways to support the channel. If you could consider please becoming a member, or if anyone today would like to give some memberships to channel viewers, I'm sure they would appreciate that, so they can be part of that process next week as well, okay? All right. Thank you guys for being a good audience, and we continue on now with the ultra member submissions. Remember, please support the stream in some way. Super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, tips appreciated. I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal on every once a day, every day this week. So we're very close right now. We're only $9 away. It would be great if you could contribute in some way. Thank you guys. Let's continue. Okay. Thank you all for supporting the show. If you are enjoying, please support in however you can, whether it be a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip. I would appreciate that. We were trying to hit 125 members by the end of today. We got 1. So in the next 90 minutes, it would be great to get some more members if we can, okay? So as people are joining tonight, guys, please support the stream if you can. Any contributions are greatly appreciated. Right now, particularly tips would be great, but anything else as well, super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, all appreciated. My goal for this week was 600 members. We exceeded that already. So we maintain that by the end of the week. I'd be very happy. Tips would be great tonight if you'd like to help out in another way, because last week was slower on tips. So far this week's been great. It'd be great to hit the tier 1 tips goal tonight. That would be stupendous. And of course, liking the stream for engagement, that helps too. We got 100 likes. I'll do a silly bubble blow for you guys and all that. You know the deal. You know everything, right? Okay, guys, we're halfway through tonight's stream. I'm going to stretch my legs, and if you're enjoying tonight, it would be great if you could support in some way, whether it's liking the stream or a super chat or a membership or a tip. Currently, we had a few super chats and no memberships, and we're at 14 bucks in tips. So obviously, guys, halfway through a stream, major new release, It'd be great to get a little bit more support. Let me stretch my legs here and then we'll continue. Excuse me. Guys, thank you. If you enjoy the content and the gameplay of me trying to play with Lily in these ranked matches, please support the stream tonight in some way. Great way to support the stream would be tips, but there's many other ways to do so, including memberships and gifted memberships, chats and super chats and super stickers, I should say. All that would help a lot. You know, liking the stream helps. We only have 44 likes with almost 400 viewers, so yeah, many different ways to support the stream tonight. I'm not even gonna, let me put it this way. Thanks in advance for any contributions. You guys know how grateful I am. You guys know how much you help and you support my streams. Anything tonight is appreciated. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm serious. After what I just said now, if a contribution comes in, I'll shout it out. I don't want to bring it up all night. I really don't. I'd rather just focus on Chrono Trigger and have a good time with all of you and not worry about the bullshit. So I'm not even gonna bring it up. That being said, if you enjoy the content that I put out and you like the fact and appreciate the fact that I haven't become a shill and you like this kind of, you know, style, please support it. So allow me to outline the ways that you can do that. Number one, engagement, which is very important on YouTube and key to success. Liking a stream or liking a video that you're watching and actually enjoying. Leaving a comment on a video. Leaving engagement, talking with me on a stream. This stuff adds to the whole algorithm and allows you to be found better on YouTube. You'll show up more in the search priority. You'll show up more in related videos. So thank you to those who do engage with my content. I really, really appreciate that. Okay? Outside of that, if you want to go above and beyond in some way, there are many ways that you can support my efforts. Number one, a super chat or a super sticker during a live stream, or a super thanks on an on-demand video that is eligible. And the reason I say that, not every on-demand video is eligible. It has to be a video that's been monetized and not claimed by a third party. Memberships or gifted memberships, especially this time of year as we are now heading into the very busy gaming season. Mortal Kombat 1, Lies of P, Street Fighter 6 DLC, Assassin's Creed Mirage. And that's just the things in the next 2 weeks. And then after that, we have tons more coming up in the month of October and that. People would be very happy to have a membership right now because you get so many benefits. You get highlighted messages, all right, when you leave a comment on a video. You get a chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. You don't have to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat when you're here on a live stream. You can talk as much as you want. You get access to all of my emotes, of which there's a ridiculous amount, because at one point I had over 1,000 members, right? So because of that, there's tons and tons of emotes that you can use in my content. Very nice. In addition to that, when you're a member, you get priority for special events. For example, in October, I will be doing a Halloween marathon. We do this every year annually. It's a great time. I dress up. We have food. We play a variety of horror games. So, when you're a member, you will have priority to nominate and vote on what horror-themed games you'd like to see me play for that Halloween marathon. So there you go. I think it would be a great time to become a member if you're not, or if you're someone who wants to support my content here on YouTube, you can help the community out by gifting memberships to the community members. It's called a membership bomb, and you can do it at any point here on a live stream. So thanks in advance to anyone who does that. In fact, Tractor D dropped a membership bomb earlier, and I'll be shouting that out in a moment once I get to the shout outs at the end of the show to give thanks for that, okay? And then, of course, the last and certainly not least way that you can support my streams is tipping. When you tip, you're essentially sending a direct contribution to my PayPal. This really helps out. And there's really a few reasons why this helps out a lot. Number one, I get it immediately. When you tip me, I see it right now. I can use it for something important. It doesn't get lagged up. There's no processing time. It's immediate funds, okay? Number two, I get more of a cut of tips than most other contribution methods. Everything else has a middleman, has a big percent taken out. With PayPal, I get the most out of it, all right? So, huge benefits to doing tipping, and because of that, I actually have rewards. You know, $50, $100, and $150 raised on any particular stream. I do something silly, like I'll put on a pair of glasses, I'll toss on a hat of your choice or a silly vest you vote for. So it's just a way of saying thanks. It's not a big thing. People aren't really contributing to see those things, but it's just a silly way to say, hey, thanks, incremental rewards for doing those, okay? So, thank you in advance for all support. And basically, my goals for this week were as follows. Number 1, hit 600 members by the end of the week. Well, guess what? I've done that. We're already at the 630 and climbing. We're almost at 650. If we hit 650 today, that means I exceeded my goal for the month. So that's excellent, okay? Or for the month, I say, for the week. So let's see what happens. Now, in addition, my other goal was to hit one $50 tips goal a day. Just one. I streamed twice, so I have 2 chances to hit it. And I tell you, I've done it every day this week. Amazing. So thank you guys. You've been very supportive this week. I am greatly appreciative of your support this week. Really, I am. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can keep that pattern rolling today. And thanks in advance one more time for any support. Now, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys. So 1 hour down, 2 more hours to go. Starfield. Looks like we're on our way, making big progress with the Freestar Collective. If you're enjoying the stream, please support it in some way. Remember, my goals for this week were to hit 600 members. We've done that. The other goal is to hit a tier 1 tips goal at least one of my 2 streams a day. Right now, we're at $32, so we're well on our way. You saw that, right? We're well on our way to hitting that tier 1 tips goal. If you could support the stream with some tips today, that would be superb. Other ways to help would be super chats, membership, gifted membership, tip, or a like on the stream. Please support in some way. All right, let's continue. We're in our last hour of the stream. Guys, it would be great to get some support right now. We got $2 in super chats, 5 gifted memberships from the pre-stream, and $32 in tips from the pre-stream. So if you're enjoying the stream, please consider supporting it in some way. Remember what my goals are this week. My goal is to hit that tier 1 tips goal once a day. I don't know if we're going to do it on Street Fighter tonight. So it would be great with only $18 to go. If you're liking the stream, if you could support it in some way, tipping would be a great way to help out. Okay? Guys, please support the stream tonight. Right now, we have 1 super chat, and that's it. And I've been playing for almost an hour. I would appreciate some kind of support tonight of any kind. I'm literally playing all top tiers except for the 1 Ryu, and it's very frustrating. Again, guys, if you can support tonight's stream, please do. It's my final stream of the week. It's my final Street Fighter 6 stream for a long time. I'm not going to be playing this again for probably a couple of weeks, with Mortal Kombat right around the corner. So thank you to everyone who is here tonight and is supporting. Please support the stream tonight. I would really appreciate that. And then we'll bring it back at the end of the month, because it looks like no Street Fighter for a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like my content, please support it. I am an independent individual. I do not have a sponsorship or a partnership with any other company. I do not have any kind of paid product placements. I don't shill products. I don't give you referral codes for money. I really don't even run advertisements on my streams besides maybe 1 quick ad break if I'm using the bathroom. I don't really go crazy to monetize. The reason is because I feel if I'm true to myself and truthful and transparent with you, I don't owe anyone anything. I don't have to kiss a game's butt. On the same time, I don't benefit from when I slam a video game. So therefore, I can be completely honest. And because of that, my content's a lot different than what a lot of YouTubers have done over the years, who they've kind of had to bend one way or the other. They have these big product placement segments. I don't have any of that, okay? That's a good thing, in my opinion, because it differentiates me. However, I do rely on your guys' crowdfunding support to keep this going. For 15 years, I've been able to be truly independent and honest with you as my audience, and I absolutely love that. I don't want that to change. So if you like this style of content and you want to see it continue, please support it in some way. Here's how you can do that. First of all, if you're watching this content live or on demand, liking the stream or the on-demand video helps for engagement. If you want to leave some comments on an on-demand video, that also helps. Even a comment as simple as, hey, just leaving this because I like your content and I want to help you out. Literally, that's cool, man. If you're watching here live, to talking with me in the chat as we're playing today, that's another great way to help, all right? Now, if you want to go above and beyond the engagement factor, there's many ways that you can contribute. A super chat or a super sticker during a live stream, or a super thanks on an on-demand video. You could do a membership or a gifted membership. Gifted memberships right now would be ginormously positive for the community. With all the new games that'll be coming out in the next 2 months, people are absolutely going to want to have a membership to have access to all of my emotes. Well, when you tip me, that's a direct contribution to my PayPal. I get that immediately. I get less of a cut taken out of that than other contribution methods, and it helps out a lot, you know, to pay bills to 4 games. I just dropped over $120 on Mortal Kombat 1, so it would help a lot, okay? So thanks for watching Mortal Kombat 1 Story Mode Part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember, this is the first part of a new playthrough. So liking the video, leaving comments, engagement is key. Please consider maybe supporting the playthrough if you liked it, and I will see you in Part 2. So far, so good. Pretty fun, and see you in the next part. Continue on with the story. So I hope that you will join me. And any support greatly appreciated. All right? All right, here we go. Guys, if you could support the stream tonight, that would be great. As you can see, yeah, there has not been contributions in about half an hour. There was a few super chats. We haven't had tips in hours. It would be great to have something tonight. I did spend $120 to get this game. Yes, I actually did, to get it early. It was that expensive. So it would be great to get some support if you're enjoying the story. Keep in mind, we got all the story to go through. Then we got to try the invasion mode. This is necessary to unlock the content of the game. If I just went online right now, I wouldn't even have all the characters unlocked. This is how you unlock them. So that's why you kind of have to do that. Thank you to anyone who supports. Let me stretch the legs. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. But yeah, guys, if you could support some way tonight, I would really appreciate it. Thanks in advance to anyone who does. All right, let's continue here. But before we get to those, I would like to just remind everyone about myself, the kind of content I put out, and the business model I operate on. Because, ladies and gentlemen, unlike many other content creators out there on the internet, I'm an independent. I don't have any partnerships or sponsorships. I don't have any paid product placements. You won't see a paid promotion notification pop up on the YouTube video, and you won't see me shilling a product or doing a referral code or a link you should go to click here and pay for something so I make some money. I don't do all of that. I also do not run excessive amounts of ads on my content whatsoever. As you see during live streams, I usually run maybe one ad break, if that. Okay? Why am I different from everyone else? Because I pride myself on the fact that because I am not beholden to anyone, I can say whatever I want and be completely transparent and honest with all of you. When I'm rating Mortal Kombat 1, I don't have to kiss its butt because I didn't get a copy free from NetherRealm, and I don't have to worry about hurting anyone's feelings so I don't get the next one for free. At the same time, I don't benefit when I slam a game. If I sit here and I crap all over a new release, it's not like I'm going to get clickbait views or anything like that. I'm too small time for that. So being honest is actually a staple part of my content that I really enjoy and cherish, because for 15 years, it's allowed me to give you honesty through everything that I do on the internet. That's pretty good. When a lot of people can't do that and you see, oh, just put up with my paid promotion or whatever, you don't ever have to do that, all right? The major reason is because of you, because you guys support me. And I really appreciate the fact that I have an audience of dedicated viewers who like my content and want to see it continue, so they crowdfund me. Thank you all to anyone who has been here and helped me over these 15 years that I've been a YouTuber to continue to do what I love and have passion for, all right? If you would like to see this continue and you'd like to support these efforts, here's how you can do it. The first way is the easiest. Liking the content and engaging with it. If you're watching this stream or you're watching this as an on-demand video and you're enjoying it, please give it a like on YouTube. Likes are engagement. They help on YouTube a ton for people to find the content. In addition, if you're watching this on demand, simply leaving a comment on it like, oh, I'm watching your show and I like it, or just want to help out, here you go. Seriously, comments just like that add to engagement and help on this website, okay? In addition, you've got people who can engage on the streams, just talking with me on the streams, having fun conversation. That kind of stuff helps a lot for engagement purposes. So thank you to anyone who engages with my content here on YouTube in general, all right? Now, if you want to go above and beyond being that level of supporter, here's how you can do it. You can do a super chat or a super sticker during a live stream, or you could do a super thanks on an eligible video after the fact on YouTube. No matter what you do, I'm going to give you a shout out, and I'm going to make sure that you know how grateful I am by saying thank you, answering any questions. If you do it on an on-demand video like a super thanks, I will actually like and favorite that post and respond directly to it. Thank you in advance to anyone who does that. If you become a member or you gift a membership to the channel, that helps a ton. Right now, we are in the middle of the busiest gaming season of the year. It just began, and we are rolling through it. Before you know it, we're going to be in mid-October when there's 3 releases a week, all right? Right now, people love having memberships to the channel. Here's why. tons of emotes that you can use in the chat, unlimited amounts of talking on a stream rather than having to abide by slow mode rules, having a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter, having the ability to have priority for access to all kinds of fun stuff for special events. For example, in October, we're going to have a Halloween event, and members are going to have priority to nominate and vote on games they want to see me play during that Halloween marathon that I do at the end of the month. So it's a lot of cool benefits to being a member. So if you like this content and you want to get all those special benefits, please become a member today. Or if maybe you want to help out the community, maybe you hang out here a lot and you like the people here, hey, let's just give some memberships to the community. It helps everyone, right? Please do that, and that really helps a lot, and people really appreciate it. If you're someone who watches the content and you want to be eligible for one of those, type !gift into the chat. It'll pop up the command that gives you a link that lets you enable gifted memberships, okay? Now, lastly but surely not least, there's tipping. Tipping is a direct contribution to my PayPal. This helps a lot because, number one, I get tips immediately. Number two, I get more of a cut of tips than I do of other contribution methods. Other methods take a while to process for me to see anything from them, and there's a cut taken that's pretty significant. The tips are more direct and benefit me a little bit more than everything else. Now, I appreciate all contributions. I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Hey, you contribute however you see fit. Thanks to anyone who does in any way. But tips do help a lot. That's why I do have kind of rewarded tiers when we hit certain levels of tips. $50 I put on Gunner glasses, $100 I'll put on a hat of your choice, and $150 a vest, okay? You get to pick those things. Now, my goals are as follows, all right? This week, by the end of this streaming week, I would like to have 650 members on the channel. I currently have 629. With the fact that we're playing MK1, the fact that we're finishing Chrono Trigger, the fact that we've got Lies of P coming up, I would hope that by the end of the streaming week, we could be at 650 members. So that's goal number one for me for the week. Goal number two is that I would like to hit one level 1 tips goal per day. Yesterday, we did that with Mortal Kombat 1 on the first stream, but then last night's stream was very slow for support. So I would like to at least see, try to hit that tier 1 at least once a day, every day this week. All right? So those are my two goals. We'll see if we can do it. Right now, we have done it when it comes to that, but we'll see, can we keep that pattern going? All right? Please contribute if you like the content. This is literally how I make my living. Ad revenue on YouTube doesn't really do much anymore. It's all about this. It's the crowdfunding contributions that keep me going. Thank you to those who keep these efforts going every single day. All right. Now that we're out of that crap. All right, so it looks like there's nothing else to shout out. We'll probably get set up then. No other contributions at this point. Again, any contributions greatly appreciated tonight. It would be great to maybe get a few tips or if we're trying to hit that membership goal, that's important too. Those would be probably the best. Tips and memberships, great ways to support the stream tonight if you can. Okay. It's the perfect opportunity for me to use the restroom quickly, guys, before we adjourn. Again, any support here in the final hour would be greatly appreciated for the end of this very fun playthrough, right? All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I have nothing to shout out right now. No contributions have come in yet, which is perfectly fine. Hopefully there will be some tonight. You guys know the deal of how to support my streams. I really don't even feel like going into the spiel right now, being honest. I'd rather just try to jump into the game because I'm already late. Okay? So, again, if you could support the stream tonight, please do. I don't understand how this is literally the slowest support stream I've had in months when it's a brand new game. That tells me you basically don't want this game. That's what that tells me. I had more support last night for Chrono Trigger. I had more support for every single game I've played. The other day I did an impromptu stream of Street Fighter 6 and it did well. Like, really good, right? Oh, let me stretch. Oh. Phew. Guys, please support the stream if you can. As you see, it has been a very low support stream tonight. It would be great if we could pick up in some way. I mean, we have 0 tips tonight. 0. That's the first time in, I can't even remember that we had no tips whatsoever on a stream. It would be great if we could get some support for Mortal Kombat tonight. Thank you. Okay. Hit me $1, and he says, I think you're basically setting bad goals for yourself, because on your daytime stream you're saying things like, oh, you want to hit 1 tip goal a day. Well, here's the thing. All right, I don't want to really commandeer the Mortal Kombat stream with this, okay? The reason that I have tip goals in place is because that's essentially what I need to make a living and pay the bills and everything, and I don't need to hit it every single day, every goal. But the whole point was that with those goals in place, hopefully I'm hitting a goal every once in a while, if not more than one. You know what I mean? So the way it used to be was that every once in a while I hit a tier 2 or a tier 3 tips goal, then that day is good and I don't have to worry about the rest of the day. But essentially, yeah, I'm trying to hit a goal every stream. That's the whole point. You see? When I was on Twitch, I had not 600 members like I had here. I had 800 to 1,000 members every month, and I never got those back. So that's income I used to have that. I'm like, okay, we can make up with that with tips now, right? And for a while, I mean, earlier this year it was working. For some reason, these last few weeks, things have been like slowing down, and I don't know why. Because it's the new game season. This is usually when things pick up. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. If people are misunderstanding, I guess, I don't want to talk about money all the time. I just don't. You know, I think that's stupid. But yeah, I do need tip support. So I hope that I get it. Okay. The real problem here is this. We just entered the busiest gaming season of the year. Did we not? Starfield, Mortal Kombat, we're about to start Lies of P, and we got non-stop new releases in October. How is it that things are slowing down? That doesn't make sense. It's like earlier this year and even the summer seemed to be better on my streams than now, and now should be the time when things are picking up. And I don't mean viewership, because views on the streams are good, but the support all of a sudden slowed down. It's like, what? That, obviously there's something going on. What is it? I don't know. And that's the feedback I need, you know? And people saying things, well, we don't like offline gameplay of fighting games. Did you ever see me cover a fighting game in the 15 years I played them? You have to play offline first to learn the game before you go online. It's a necessary evil of fighters. If you don't get that, fighting games aren't for you. Really. No one on planet Earth just jumps online, not even understanding the basic controls of a fighting game. You have to learn the basics, learn a few things, then you go online. What are you talking about, right? It's like, it just doesn't make sense what you're saying, okay? So, you know, it is what it is. I know I had to do a segment about it today. I had to. It's important. It's my business. It's my livelihood. When I see a negative pattern, I want to talk about it. Is it Mortal Kombat? Is it the fall gaming season in general? What is it? This is the kind of things I need feedback on. And I would love to hear everyone's opinions and brainstorming. And if you come and you're toxic at me, you're just going to get fucking blocked and ignored like usual. I want constructive feedback. What could be done better? What needs to be improved? What is it that you want to see that I'm not doing, right? Why do you think that we've now had 2 incredibly dead nights this week with almost no support for when I was playing a hot new release that everyone previously had said they wanted, and I even spent extra money to get early because people seem to want it early? It's really baffling to me. This is what I need. I need feedback, okay? Okay, so let's see. Now I've talked about it. The avenues are open. You know how to contact me. You can email me. You could comment on this video. You know, there's various ways you could talk in the chat. We could all have conversations about this. You know, in the next couple of weeks, I don't want to head into October on a bad pace, slow, and like, what the frick is going on? It should be the opposite, that people are more excited and engaged for the new releases. How is it that the games I played earlier this year that weren't necessarily as hyped did better, right? Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about the schedule of what's scheduled for now. And we got some news stories and things to cover today, and then we'll move on from there. All right? All right. So, today we're playing Starfield. I'm happy about this. I need to relax. After the stress of this weekend, and now the stressful morning I just had, I need a relaxing stream of Starfield. I really do. I just want to sit back with you guys and wander this galaxy and enjoy some questing and have some good interactions and conversations with you guys. That's what I need right now. I need a relaxing stream. So I'm happy that we have Starfield scheduled for today. I hope this one goes well and we have a good time together and, you know, in line with everything that we're usually looking to do. All right? Hopefully it's a good one. Then tonight on the late stream, yes, Mortal Kombat 1. Okay? Yes, Invasion, because we need to unlock the cameos, okay? And I am planning on at least playing with 1 or 2 other characters, like maybe some of the ones I tried during the campaign and I liked, like Raiden or Sindel. Maybe I'll try them tonight and try to learn some basic strategies with them. And the idea is that once I unlock the final locked cameos, then we will go online. So there's probably going to be some online play tonight on the late stream. How much? I don't know, because it depends on how long it takes for us to unlock these cameos, okay? Now, if you like Mortal Kombat, if you want to see me continue to cover this game, please support tonight's late stream. I can't have a third straight dead Mortal Kombat stream. Yeah, that's going to make me really be apprehensive about playing the game again. I'm being honest. So please support tonight's Mortal Kombat stream if you want further coverage of Mortal Kombat. There will be multiplayer tonight, which is what everyone's screaming for. So if you want it, please support it. Okay? Thank you. But if you want to see Mortal Kombat 1, please support it. I can't keep investing time into a game that I've now played 4 streams. It was 2 streams on Friday, 1 stream on Saturday, 1 stream on Sunday. Even I'm losing track. 4 streams, and the night streams have always been dead. They've been dead, nothing, with no support, you know? And last night, literally the worst stream I've had all year. That's bad. Especially because I had an audience, too. That's what really got me. I thought we were having a good time. People were recommending characters. I was trying the characters. People actually helped me to learn the fatalities, which was very nice because I couldn't get them at first. And then people were like, no, what you got to do is you tap, 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 then press a button. It's not like do quick. You got to tap slow. And they were teaching me the spacing. And we saw a bunch of fatalities together. I was like, oh, that's cool. We're getting it now. This is fun. And then to see that it was the slowest stream all year, actually, it made me sad. You know, like I was having a good time, but I guess I can't enjoy myself on a stream. I got to be ball busting or something, right? I have to be smashing myself in the head with a 2x4 and then people like it and they'll support or something. I don't get that. I thought that if we all have a good time together, that's when the support comes. So yeah, it did completely make me scratch my head on what happened last night. I was like, you know? No, I didn't say no money means get rid of the game. I never said that. What I'm saying is I have to make the right choices. I have to play the games people want. I have to. I can't just play something because I like it. I am enjoying the Mortal Kombat content right now. I am. But I have to play what people want. So I have to listen. And this is, there's different ways people talk. There's also what's called the silent majority. You understand that, right? Like, the vast majority of people who watch and support my content never speak. That's absolutely true. How often does 1 Minute Man speak? Twice a year? But he's here every day supporting, right? And so it's important to know what people actually want. And they speak sometimes with their wallets. It's true. It's not the end-all, be-all. I still have games, for example, Chrono Trigger over the summer that I played. That was very much a thing for me. Have a retro playthrough for my anniversary and for people who are JRPG fans. No, that was not a fan favorite that got tons of support. But that's the case in point where I can do that because other things are getting support. I don't want to have entire new games now dead like that. It's concerning. Okay? See, and then you get complete toxic idiots. Anyone, here's the truth. Don't take a word out of anyone who wants to try to spin my words into something they're not. I'm not accepting that. You don't get to fucking be like that and try to put words into my goddamn mouth that I didn't say. I'm not putting up with that. Every one of you who wants to be putting words in my mouth and try to sound it toxic, right? You're out of your mind. Fucking shut up. Really. Because it's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's various ways that people show support. It's not always financial. It's not always verbal. There's all different ways. And you have to weigh and factor all of those things in. You have to. That's how I've been successful for 15 fucking years. But that's why I feel like I can be honest with my audience and say, here's what's going on. I'm not cool with how Mortal Kombat 1 has gone down this weekend. I'm actually upset because I thought that this was something people wanted. Maybe it's not. But I need to get feedback. And for people to then twist it into something toxic is not cool. And I'm not putting up with it. I don't even care. I don't care who you are. You're going to sit here and be toxic in the chat about it and act like I'm saying shit I'm not saying. It ain't going to fly. All right? I'm not putting up with the bullshit anymore. Because there's too many people on the internet who just want to say Phil said this. I never said it. And I'm tired of that shit. You know? It's time to grow the fuck up. I'm not putting up with people being toxic anymore. It's just bullshit. If we continue on with support today and we hit $100... you'll get to vote on a hat for me to wear. Man, that would be the first time in ages that we did that. And that would be very helpful. So please consider contributing to the stream if you would like. And tipping would be great. Thank you. Guys, I would appreciate any support today. Whether it's a like, a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip. We have a lot of people here. I'm sure people would appreciate a gifted membership if you wanted to do that for the community. Outside of that, anything else appreciated. Tips, we're already at 73 bucks in tips with 2 hours to go. If we hit 100, you vote on a hat for me to wear. It would be great to have the hat goal hit. We haven't hit that in many, many days here. So please consider it, okay? All right, let's continue. Guys, thank you so far. We're about halfway through the premiere stream of Lies of P. 90 minutes left. Any support would be greatly appreciated, particularly it would be great if we could hit this tips goal of $100 and get a hat for the rest of the stream. So if you're thinking of contributing, if you could tip, that would be great. But anything's appreciated. Likes, super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, all helpful. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Let's continue. Again, if you guys are enjoying, if you could support the stream, I would appreciate it. I would love to hit that tier 2 tips goal for this stream. That would help a lot if you could help me out with that. Outside of that, anything appreciated, whether it be gifted memberships, tips, or super chats. Thank you. Let's continue. It would be great if you could support the stream tonight. You know how it works. You know how to support the stream. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips. We lost a significant amount of members today. It was funny because, you know, we had the podcast, which was great. We had Lies of P, went well. But we had no members today. And I'm just curious. I'm like, wow. So we didn't have any members at all today. I wonder what'll happen. Break, come back from break, lost like, seriously, like 25 members. I knew it. As I knew that was going to happen. Because remember, my goal for this week is to hit 650 members by the end of the week. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last streaming day of the week. So now we're kind of, damn, now we got another like 20-something to hit the goal again. It would be great if you were thinking of supporting the stream tonight. We'll probably have a good amount of viewers. Some people who would be willing to accept those gifted memberships, that would be a great way to support. Or I would also say the other way is tips. I am trying to keep tips consistent on the channel. We had a very slow weekend with this game. When I played this both Friday night and Sunday night, those streams were dead. When I played this Sunday night, it was the deadest stream I've had all year. I made like $7 in tips, no memberships, and a couple super chats, and that was it. So it was actually the slowest, worst supported stream I've had all year. I hope that's not the case tonight. I'm being honest, because if now I've had 3 straight streams of Mortal Kombat that people aren't supporting, I'm going to be very skeptical about keeping to play this game. And instead saying, screw this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens tonight. But any support, greatly appreciated tonight. If you could, please do. Thank you in advance. Because we had a series of slow streams, you know, it kind of slowed down this whole week. I am hoping tonight we have a solid stream for not only for attendance, but engagement and support as well. My goals for the week were as follows. 650 members. Guess what? We hit 650. But then a giant cluster of gifted memberships from last month expired, and now we're down to 620. And it's like, stinks because we were there. We were at it. We could have held it, and we didn't. So tonight, one way you could definitely help out the streams is to either become a member or give some memberships to the community. That'll be the first major way. Second way, tipping. My goal for today was to hit the tier 1 tips goal on both streams. I did it on the first stream. If we can do it tonight, that would make me happy and would help me out for tomorrow's day off. So please consider either tipping or a gifted membership tonight if you want to help out. All right, guys, thanks for being here tonight. Great attendance as usual. Please remember to support the stream if you can. We're more than halfway to our goal of tips for tonight, which tier 1 is my goal. And 650 members is my goal for the week, and it looks like we're not going to hit it. We already had hit it, and then we lost a bunch. Let's see what happens by the end of the night, though. All right, so guys, we're entering through the second half of tonight. Again, my goals for the week were 650 members and to hit the tips goal tonight of $50. The 650 is looking completely out of reach. It sucks. We had it, and then we lost it because of expired memberships. If you were thinking of supporting tonight, if you could give some memberships to the community, that would be amazing. Or the other thing that would really help would be a few more tips to get us to that tier 1 tips goal for tonight. That would help me for my day off tomorrow. But thank you to those who are here and chilling, okay? See how it goes, and, you know, depending on how people show up and support and engage with the content, that'll help me determine what I should spend more time on and less time on. You know what I mean? But this is a great balance of a week for sure. Like this week, we've got so much going on in regards to variety of content. We got 2 fighting games I'm juggling, plus Lies of P and some chill Starfield. That's a good variety of stuff for this coming week, okay? Couple goals I have set up for this week. Goal number 1. I want to hit 650 members by the end of the week. This actually was my goal last week. And you know what? We did hit it, but then 50 members expired. So now we're down to 608, right? So that's my goal for the end of the streaming week to hit 650 members. That would be goal number 1, okay? Goal number 2 is to hit the tier 1 tips goal, hopefully on every stream. Now, doesn't have to be every single stream. As long as we're hitting it, mostly or every once in a while, but that's the problem last week was that we had several streams where it was like one stream I'd hit a tier 1 tips goal and then the night stream would be completely dead with no support. And that's what was actually hurting really bad last week. So as long as I can be hitting like tier 1 tips goals frequently, then we're good. All right? I just want to stretch my legs before we continue. But thanks for being a great audience. If you could support the stream in some way today, I'd appreciate it. Liking the stream is one way to do it. Super chats are another. Memberships are another, and tips are another. My goal by the end of this week is 650 members. My goal for each stream is to hit the tier 1 tips goal. We're $6 away. So if you wanted to support the stream, tipping would be a great way to do it to hit that goal. Outside of that, anything would be great. Right now, we have 0 new members so far this week. It would be great to get some of those as well. Hold on one second while I just stretch. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, man. Telling me I'm going to have problems with bosses. I don't. I'm having a good time with it. I hope you guys are enjoying as well. And I will see you next time. Thanks everyone who supported. If you're still watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Remember, liking the videos, leaving comments helps tremendously. Please do so. See you next time, everybody. So here's the deal. Because you asked, I will answer. I wasn't going to bring it up. 2 goals I have for this week. Goal number 1, I want to hit 650 members by the end of the streaming week. The streaming week starts today and ends on Wednesday coming up. So I basically have 6 days, including today. We were there last week, and then a ton of gifted memberships expired, and we dipped. And now, look, now we're down to 600. So one great way to support this channel would be some gifted memberships to the community. That's number 1. The other great way would be tipping. Yes, tipping. I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream this week if I can, which is $50. Okay? If I can hit that every stream, that's great. And if I can get some memberships this week, that would be great. Super chats are great. I'm not looking to gift horse in the mouth. Thank you, Punk Peanut. I mean, that super chat helps a lot. But I'm just taking a look at the things where basically improvement could be made. And I would say those would be the 2 things that I'd be aiming for. But I'm not ungrateful for anyone who contributes in other ways as well. Thank you for that. So if you have control over how you like to contribute, I would say gifted memberships or tips equally good. Okay? Cool. Won't base them on goals anymore. But it's nice to have something to work towards. So we'll do daily member goals. Then people recently have complained, oh, we don't like the daily member goals. Okay, so how about a weekly member goal? The weekly goal for me this week is 650. That's what I want to hit by the end of the week. This was the goal from last week. And actually, we hit it, and then we lost it because like 30 members expired that were gifted the month before. So if we can hit 650 by the end of this week, that would be superb. That's what I'm looking for. That would help this channel grow, all right? That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is that every day I'm trying to hit at least a tier 1 goal per stream, if possible. Now, if we have a stream where we hit like a tier 2 goal, hey, then that's good for the whole day, you see? But the thing I want to avoid is what happened last week, where I'd have one stream where we like, okay, we hit the tier 1 goal, that was it, and then the next stream I made $2. It's like, oh, that's not good. Can't have multiple days where I have like night streams where I'm basically, they're like dead streams. You know, and that happened twice last week when we were doing the single player content of NK1. So I'm trying to avoid that and be more transparent with you guys. All right, we can hit the tier 1 goal every stream. That'd be great. Or if we have a really good stream that kind of makes up for it for the day, and that's good too. All right, so that's my goals for the week. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you informed. Thanks to those who contribute towards them and allow us to hit them. It's great. It keeps everything going, and thank you so much. Okay, so that's it. I'm not really going to be talking more about this. The best ways to support the channel today would be a membership, gifted membership, or a tip. Super chats are great. I appreciate them. I will shout them out if you super chat. But the other methods would be a little better today as we're working towards these goals for the week. Once we hit the goals, then it doesn't really matter. You see? All right, so let's do a bubble blow for the 100 likes. Any other support today would be greatly appreciated, everyone. Remember, one of the things that I'm really hoping will improve this week is members. We are under 600. The goal for this week is 650, and we keep losing rather than gaining. That's not good. So perhaps consider supporting the stream via some memberships, okay? Thank you. All right. So I hope that you'll chill with me, and please support the stream tonight if you can. This is the first night we're playing Starfield on a late stream. I would hope that people will show up and support it like they did when it was a daytime stream. You know, our goals for the week are 650 members, and sadly, we've gone nowhere but backwards. Okay, we started off the week with like 608, and now we're down to 580 something, or is it 590 something? 593. Yeah, I'm sure. You know, we got to get back on pace here. I would hope that if you are enjoying the gameplay I'm putting out, that you would possibly become a member or maybe give some memberships to the community this week would be a great way to help. The other goal I have is I'm trying to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream this week. Just tier 1, that's what I'm looking for. If we have a day where I do like way better on one stream, then it's all good because it evens out. But that is my goal. So tonight, again, if you're enjoying Starfield and the chill vibes, if you could tip me tonight, that would also be exceptionally cool of you. Thank you in advance. Speaking of which, we got I Suck Toes who did a super chat. Please consider supporting the channel in some way, whether it's becoming a member, gifting memberships, maybe a tip. Here's why. No exaggeration. I uploaded all 6 videos from the show yesterday. Every single video became demonetized. It was either claimed by someone or, oh, ad suitability. And what's funny about the whole ad suitability issue is it's always bullshit. Every time it says that, I'll try to submit it for appeal, and 99% of the time it gets overturned and I get ads on it, but it happens a week later. So who's watching last week's React videos when this week's React videos are coming out, right? So that's what I mean about YouTube. It's a broken system, and I don't make anything on that channel on the videos. So if you could continue to support that channel in the other ways, I would really appreciate that, because that's what's making the channel viable. All right, now, all right, guys, last hour, final chance if you would like to support the stream in any way, and thanks to those who have already. And let's see how it goes. Here we go. Well, guys, hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you to everyone chilling with me tonight. Thanks for the engagement and any support. Appreciate it. All right. Before we get to news, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to remind you that I am an independent content creator. What does that mean? Well, that means that I don't have any collaborations. I don't get any cross promotions. No one is out there shilling or pushing my products. All right? Basically, I'm a man alone. I make content for myself. I always have. And I share it with my audience. And we have a great relationship here because I'm a small-time guy. We're able to have fun conversations. And I don't have any paid product placements. No paid promotions. I don't play a game for money. All right? I have very limited ad placements on my streams. Essentially, I am here to make meaningful content for you. And because I don't have all of that crap shoved in to make a living, I can be honest with all of the content that I put out. I don't have to kiss a game's butt because I don't get a benefit. I'm not getting paid by some company. And also, I don't have to unfairly slam a game for clickbait views because I'm not going to get clickbait views regardless because I'm so small. Therefore, because of that, I can do meaningful, honest content for an audience that appreciates it. I can do what they call curated content, all right? It's not for mainstream digestion or consumption. Most people on YouTube wouldn't like my style of content because they like the big bloated nonsense and they love being advertised to because they're fucking morons. Well, you guys aren't morons. You're smarter than that. That's why you're here, to enjoy a small-timer's content, right? And because of that, I rely on you to crowdfund and support this kind of content to keep it going, right? Because I don't have all those opportunities and things that everyone else takes advantage of. It's you who let this content continue to happen. Thank you for that. Thank you for 15 amazing years where you have supported this content and allowed it to continue and allowed me to make a living doing it. Here are some of the ways that you can support the content if you enjoy it. Number 1, engagement. What does that mean? It means if you're enjoying today's stream, give it a like. Let's get this stream to 100 likes because that level of engagement brings more people to the channel. If you're watching this video on demand and you're enjoying it, please give it a like. I know that sounds silly, and a lot of people take it for granted. They absolutely positively do. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm watching this video right now, I'll give it a like, they just don't. And because of that, engagement is key, and my videos don't get recommended because of that. It's very simple. This time of year, especially as I'm playing new games, new releases, it's a critical time to be liking the content if you enjoy it. So please, if you're watching videos on demand on DSP Gaming or DSP React, you like them, please give them a like. Also, there's interaction, meaning talking with me in the stream chat or leaving comments on videos. This is engagement, and that engagement helps the channel. It makes the channel have a higher ranking in YouTube search and all of that. So please consider engagement in the channel, particularly leaving comments on the on-demand videos. Something as simple as, I'm just leaving a comment to help out Phil. I like his content. That's it. That's all you got to do. And boom, that helps the channel. So please consider doing it, okay? Now, if you'd like to go above and beyond engagement and support in another way, there's many ways that you can do that. Number 1, super chats and super stickers. Great ways to support via YouTube systems. You get a nice message highlighted in the chat. If you do that, I'll give you a shout out as well. Thanks to anyone who uses those methods. Super thanks is exactly the same process, only on an on-demand video. Thank you to those who leave super thanks in the comments of those videos. I always make sure those comments are highlighted, liked, and I always respond to them and say thank you. Okay? Memberships. Memberships are key. to success here on YouTube. It's the paid subscription program, right? Right now, we're at 653 members. My goal for this week is to stay at 653 members through tomorrow and stick there. But every day, some memberships are expiring. So we're right there on the edge. Please consider becoming a member today, or maybe you're someone who likes the content and you want to help the community, your fellow viewer who enjoys content here on DSP Gaming. You can gift memberships to others. You can do like a member bomb on the channel, and that helps a ton. So please consider doing that as well. And thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in that way. And then the final way that you can support the channel and the content is tipping. Tipping is a direct contribution to my PayPal. To be honest, why is tipping important? Because number one, tips are received immediately. If you tip me, I can literally use those funds today for something important, like paying a bill, buying a game, going grocery shopping. All of those things are actually funded by tips that I receive on live streams. But in addition, I receive more of a cut of tips than any other kind of contribution. Yes, all contributions help, but tips I get a bigger chunk of. So it makes sense that tips are something that I would promote. That's why we have some rewards for tips at $50, $100, and $150 respectively. I'll do something silly like put on glasses or a hat or whatever, okay? So thank you in advance to anyone who tips in any way and anyone who supports in any way. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel. We hit the tier 1 tips goal on the first stream. We did it. It wasn't over the top. It was just around 50, 60 bucks. So we did it. Tonight, again, if we can hit that tier 1 tips goal of 50 bucks, that would be awesome. That would be in line with what I'm looking for this week. It would help a lot. If you are enjoying tonight's stream, chilling and having a good time with me, and you want to support, tipping or membership or gifted membership would be great ways to do so and would help a ton to help me hit my goals for the week. So thank you for that. All right, so thank you for the early tips. I think it's time to boot up the game and get started. Again, guys, best way to support the stream would be tips. If we hit the tier 1 tips goal, that's my goal for tonight. And any memberships would help the channel tremendously tonight as well. Okay, let's get started. Please consider supporting the stream, whether by liking the stream for engagement or perhaps a membership or a gifted membership or a tip. Remember, my goal this week is 650 members, and the goal tonight is to hit $50 in tips. I'm trying to hit tier 1 tips goal every stream, and we are at 24, so we're halfway there. We have another half of the stream coming up. It would be great to hit that tonight and get the gun of glasses going for you. I'll be right back. But thanks for being a great audience. Last chance if you'd like to support the stream. Remember, my goal was to hit the tier 1 tips goal, but I guess we're not going to do it tonight. It is what it is, I guess. But thank you. You've been a great audience. You've been very interactive. It's been nice and chill. I've appreciated that distraction. Thank you. This is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. I'll be hyper-focused on Street Fighter 6 today. I would appreciate it if you like the content, if you enjoy Street Fighter 6, and you like everything I've been doing, if you could support the stream today, I would really appreciate that. How would that work? Well, my goal for this week was 650 members. As of this morning, we have 650 members. But every day, some memberships expire from last month. So I guarantee you that today, if we don't get any new memberships, we will not hit the goal. So please consider becoming a member or maybe gifting some memberships to the community. Whenever I play Street Fighter 6, typically we get a few more viewers than usual. Would be a great day if you were thinking of maybe gifting some memberships. I'm sure people would be here to accept and be very grateful. The other way to help out today would be to help me to hit the tier 1 tips goal on each of the streams. I'm playing with Aki all day long. This first stream and my late stream later tonight at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. If I can hit the tier 1 tips goal for both of those streams, that would be outstanding. And that's what I'm aiming for today, okay? So if you're thinking of contributing today, those would be the preferred methods, but you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Engagement is key. Liking the stream, leaving comments, talking with me as I play. All right, so guys, we're going to go into online now. If you're enjoying today's stream, please support it in some way. If you're enjoying it, please give it a like. Consider a super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip. My goal by the end of today is to still have 650 members. It looks like we'll probably do that. My other goal is to hit the level 1 tips goal every stream I do today. And we're at 27 bucks. We're more than halfway there. Tips would be a great way to support today, okay? Today's Aki stream, please support it. Right now, anything would be appreciated, whether it be a membership, a super chat, a tip. Again, my goal is to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream today. We've been frozen at $27 since I started playing the game earlier today, right? Since the moment I booted it. So it'd be great to get some more support. Thank you. Placement matches, see how they go, and go from there. Again, guys, please support the stream. The whole idea of the stream is, you know, that I hit the tier 1 tips goal both streams, and people like to see more Street Fighter. If people still support Street Fighter, I'll do more of it they support it less, I'll do less of it. We can play other games. All right? So, please, if you were thinking of contributing right now, please tip, okay? Have dinner. I'm going to try to calm down. I'm really upset, obviously. And we'll see what happens tonight. Obviously, guys, if you come back tonight, if you could support the stream, I would appreciate it. I didn't hit my goal, which really sucks. I was really hoping to hit the goal. Didn't even hit the goal. So it's like on top of everything else compiling, right? All right. I'll be back tonight for hopefully tonight. If you're going to support the stream, the one way you can support this stream the most is by tipping me tonight. So if we hit that, I want to at least hit the tier 1 tips goal. We already hit our members goal. Super chats this week were great. Tips are what I really need help with right now. So if you could, please do that tonight. Hey, if you can't tip tonight, don't feel bad. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. All right? I want you to understand, because some people always over-exaggerate too. It's a goal I want to hit. I'm upset when I set a goal for myself, and apparently I don't perform well enough for you guys to hit that goal. You understand? So I hope that tonight people would like the content enough that they'll support it, and we'll see what happens. All right? Okay. You know, great ways to support the channel right now. I would say 2 ways would be the best. Number 1 would be memberships or gifted memberships. My goal by the end of this week is to hit 675 members. I would love to do that by the end of this streaming week. We got 6 days to do that. But as you know, every day it's like this. We gain some, then some expire. Then we gain some, then they expire. So it's like a weird wave, right? Like you're going all over like a sound wave, right? So, if you'd like to become a member, consider it. It's many features you get for being a member. In fact, one of the biggest features you're about to get is in the month of October. If you're a member, you're going to get priority to nominate games for the upcoming Halloween Marathon event that I'm going to do. It should be pretty fun to be able to get a game nominated and played during that event while everyone else will be duking it out in more of a general thread where they're going to be posting up. Only members will have the priority to post and have those games voted on and to determine what games will actually get into the marathon. So it's a really cool advantage to have with this upcoming marathon event. Please consider gifting some memberships to the community. I'm sure to this month, with the insane amount of new releases coming out in October, people would absolutely appreciate, you know, having a membership, having access to all of my emotes, not having to abide by slow mode rules in the chat, getting a priority in all kinds of various ways. They would love that. So please consider that. The other thing right now, I'm going to stick with the goal that I had last week. My goal is to hit the level 1 tips goal on every stream, or to basically have the equivalent of that over the course of a day. So that means if one day I hit the crazy, you know, tier 3 goal on one stream, then we're pretty good. You know, I don't have to really worry too much for the rest of the day. But my goal is to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream this week. All right? And that would help tremendously. That really would right now. So let's see what we could do this week with those goals. Hit those memberships and tips. Now, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. If you want to contribute via a super chat or a super sticker or a super thanks, that helps a lot. And especially now, these next 2 days counts towards essentially my next kind of pay that I'm going to get from YouTube. Right? After that, anything that I get in October, well, I won't even see till November. So next 2 days, great chance if you were thinking of super chatting or anything like that or memberships, now's the time to do it. It would help a lot right now in the short term. But tips in particular also very important right now, because why? Very shortly, I have to drop a lot of money for a lot of games. Again, did you hear that games list that I went through earlier? Just to reiterate, just in the month of October alone, all right, Assassin's Creed Mirage, possibly Lords of the Fallen, Sonic Superstars, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Alan Wake. That's a lot of games in a very short period of time that I'm going to have to drop funds on. That's kind of above and beyond what normally I'd be spending to cover stuff for you. It's always like that this time of year. So, yeah, and tips would help tremendously right now if you could. That would help because that's short term. You know, when you tip me, I get those funds right now. I can put them right towards the next game. You know, and I get more of a cut of tips than any other contribution method as well. So that would be greatly appreciated. Okay? Thank you for watching the show so far. Again, reminder, the best ways to support the channel this week would be memberships, gifted memberships, or tips. Okay? I'm trying to hit that tier 1 tips goal every stream this week. That would help tremendously right now, especially with the cost of games that's about to skyrocket for me. All right? All for your support today. I really appreciate it. If anyone would like to support anything further, thank you. Anything appreciated, whether it's a super chat, a membership, or a tip, anything would be great. Thank you in advance. Let's continue. So thanks in advance, obviously, to anyone who supports this channel in the month of October coming up. And of course, today, I should mention this. Today is September 30th. Today is the last chance to contribute for the month, and it would help a lot, being that it's the final day. Anything would be appreciated. Obviously, tips would be great because that's going to allow me to afford all the games coming up in the next month. That's going to be chaotic. Super chats today would be great because they will count for me to get paid next month. So actually, if you super chat today, it counts like right away. Even memberships and gifted memberships would be great. My goal is to hit 675 by the end of the week. We went down to 641 overnight. We lost over 10. What can you do? Probably some gifted ones from last month that expired. Hopefully we can get back up to that level, okay? So, anything today, greatly appreciated on that front. Now, of course, if you like the stream, if you talk with me, if you're watching this on demand, and you leave comments on the video, etc., all of that helps as well. All right? All of it. So thank you in advance to anyone who supports my content here on DSP Gaming. We are in the Halloween vibe.